And this is what the kitchen looks like now. Look at the color of those cabinets. I have an exciting video for you today, so stay tuned. Still election day. Like I said, I already voted, so I am now doing some paint work. So this whole room needs to be painted. I am pretty good at it. I did 2 rooms downstairs, the kitchen and the living room a few days ago, and today I'm up in the bedrooms. So what we do is either buy a house and renovate it ourselves, or we renovate it for other people, right? So these are the patches, and there will be a few places where he recently patched, so that is still wet where there's an X, and I have to leave those without paint because he needs to sand, and then I can paint over it. I will show you the end result at the end. So this is a 3-bedroom house that we're working on. It is pretty nasty. It's a little bit dark here, but that's another bedroom that I'll be working on. Here is another bedroom, and I need to finish the hallway as well. Washer and dryer over here, bathroom. This is pretty high. But this is the color that we are using. It's called a lazy gray, I think. I will look it up and show you, but let me get to work. So it's time to change into work clothes and get to painting. Okay, so we are all changed and ready for hard work. Of course, the hair is fully covered, and let me show you the paint I'm using. That's the paint. Let's see if it says what the color is on here. Can you see me? Of course, I have to leave all these spaces that he has to work on. So I have to be careful not to cover those. Cover the whites first. A little bit more paint. Cover the whites, it makes it just a little bit easier to go back on there. Oops, I almost covered the wrong part. All right, let's smooth that out now. The corners are always difficult to do, but work. That's too much light. But I'll show it to you once the room is nice and done. I'll show you the end result. The ability to choose your destiny is a freedom many people don't have in this world. And for me, as an American and as a Zambian, I feel privileged. I'm really grateful to God to live in two countries that afford me such freedoms. Freedom is a privilege that was bought at a very high price. Many people gave their lives for the freedom of an American, especially an African American. Yeah. So never take it for granted. The ability to choose and to participate in deciding your destiny. So I did vote for my candidate, and now we're gonna wait to hear who gets to be president for the next 4 years. Freedom. Trust the process. This is only the first coat, so you might be wondering where those patches came from. That's where homeowners probably use nails, all kinds of stuff in the wrong places, so they leave holes. I don't know whether you are aware, but homes in the United States, at least most of the ones that we work on, are not made out of brick, but this is there's timber behind there, and then there's sheetrock. So this is what we are painting on, and to me it feels like just cardboard compared to my home in Zambia. This feels like cardboard. However, the homes are strong, but if somebody punches a hole, if somebody is angry and they decide to punch their fist in there, usually this breaks. Or there's a nail that was put in the room, or a nail was put in the wrong place, it creates holes, and so this is what has been patched. And once it dries, you have to sand over it and paint over it. So for now, I have to skip those places. Oops, almost painted over that one. warm day. Very much not like November normally, but I'm sweating. I'm loving it though. I can't complain. So far, other than the patches over there, I did these 2 walls and it did not take me that long. Off to that wall. This side doesn't have too many, it doesn't have any excess, so it should go pretty fast. I feel like my roller is kind of short right now. I should probably find another one. So I was taught that the fast way to paint is to go all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. But I find that a little bit difficult to do. Let's see. And here we go. Go at an angle so you don't leave a streak. That's what I was taught. All the way up. See, I just feel like it's easier to kind of go halfway and then come back to it. How do you paint? Do you know how to paint? Well, I am not a professional painter, but this is a skill I chose to learn in order to make some money and in order to save some money when I need to paint my own home. Keep going. That's not enough paint. I'm just wondering how many would choose this type of business for yourselves. This is pretty demanding, physically demanding that is, and for many people, it's probably not fancy enough for you. But for me, interestingly, even though I like certain fancy things like traveling, I think that traveling is pretty fancy, considering that it's not a necessity. But I'm at a time in my life where time flexibility is much more important than looking fancy or appearing a certain way in society. So I've done all kinds of things. I was a high school teacher. I taught sciences, physics, chemistry, biology. I have been a counselor. I've worked in a library. I've had different positions, but here I am with a paint roller and a paintbrush and a sander and just enjoying it. I don't mind doing this because my time is my own. So I can decide when to do this type of work, when to travel, when to take a break. That's what freedom is, the ability to choose. And I love that privilege. So leave me a comment. What do you do to make sure that your own time belongs to you? Do you have any side hustles that allow you to do? Do you do a 9 to 5 and that's okay with you? That's the beauty of freedom to choose. You can choose what works for you and your family. for a shorter handle. A shorter handle works for lower ceilings, lower walls. Like this one is not too high, but I find it a little bit more taxing on the back. So I will only use it every so often when I feel like it will work for me best. I was raised on a farm in Zambia in a little town called Kasempa. I was raised by two farmers. Both my grandparents were farmers. My grandfather was actually a medical doctor, and when he retired, he became a farmer. I did a whole video about him and I will link it up here, but physical work doesn't faze me. I grew up planting, weeding, harvesting, shelling maize, and that type of thing. So hard work doesn't faze me at all. I enjoy this type of work. And what type of physical work do you like? Or do you prefer being in an office in a beautiful suit? I had that phase, and my vision of life has changed. Travel happens to be at the top, and yeah, so I do what gives me flexibility. So that's one room done. It looks patchy right now because some areas are not fully dry, and of course there are those patches that need to be sanded and then repainted. And the sun is going down, so the lighting in here is not that great, but once it's all done, I will show you what it looks like. Every shot from the top, we're gonna be too hot running wild. Yeah, so as you can see in here, this carpet is pretty messed up. So I didn't care how I painted in here. It dripped a little bit on the ground, but this carpet will be ripped out. That's what the client wants. There's a sander that we use for sanding the walls. So that is this room. And now I will show you the next room I'm working on. Over here, let's see, it's pretty dark in here. I need to turn on this light. Okay, there we go. So this is the next room, and it looks like he did all the sanding in here, so this should go pretty fast. However, the carpet in here will be kept. So we went ahead and put some cloth on the floor so that I don't mess up this carpet, because the client wants his carpet just cleaned. And so this is my next room. Let's see how far I can go. So here we are in the second bedroom. We have a new roller, and as you can see, this side has been painted already because it had some crazy colors. I see navy blue and pink, and I think there was another color, so it definitely needed a primer coat. And then yeah, we're gonna go on from here. So we're not going all the way to the top because I don't want to paint the ceiling. He's gonna come and do the top and the bottom and the corners later on. enjoying this video. If you are, be sure to share it and give this video a like, please. So this is the room I started with. It's the first coat, and now I'm gonna work on the second coat. So this is the wall where I did the first coat, and I've been shown what to do with the second one. I'm a little nervous, but I will give it a try. So I'm supposed to go like that. Down. Look at how different it looks with the second coat. Tell you what, it's messy when you're working. However, this house will be stunning when we're done, and I can't wait to show you the results. And here is the kitchen. I painted the first coat on here. We're yet to put the carpet in. Yeah, the paint job is really good. Here's the other room. I just love how this color came out. The closet door, nicely painted. Wow. Bedroom number 3. Look at that. Beautiful. This is what the hallway looks like. Again, the floor is yet to be carpeted. And this is what the kitchen looks like now. Look at the color of those cabinets. Nicely painted, give them a nice pop of color. I love that shade of blue. Yeah. That's the other side of the kitchen. Still a work in progress, but my goodness, truly transformed already. The counter was painted using this Renew laminate surface type of paint. It's like a new counter space now. Beautiful. That's the close-up of the color there. And this is the living room. A new sliding door was put in. There's a little bit more work that has to be done. And here is some of the carpet that will be going in. But yeah, this looks good. Remember, I spent quite a bit of time in this. Do you like this? Guys, I'm just out looking for some furniture ideas, and this is a shop near where I live. Just waiting to see what I would like. What is your style as far as furniture goes? Do you see anything that looks interesting to you? Just curious what my friends are into. About this bedroom set. Nice dining room set. This would be perfect for a family den or something. Or a movie theater type of setup. There's a lot of leathers for an Airbnb. What do you guys think? Should I go for leather? Is it easier to clean and maintain? What would you choose? More leather. Definitely me. Look at that. $179 for the lamp. Nice cozy fireplace there. How about this set? There was a time when I was into this antique look. It's a sleigh bed. Yeah, this was me 20 years ago. My taste has changed, but this is very pretty. Look at this. This too is really nice. I like this. So that's the sticker price. Apparently they have a sale going. That's a nice armor. That's pretty. It's been my absolute pleasure spending this time with you. I hope you had a great time watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. In the meantime, God bless you.